What's going on, Xbox family? How are you doing? It's been a minute since I did a video. Don't mind the lighting, that's just the way it is. It should clear up when this plays back, but white walls and the lighting it kind of makes it look a little grainy. You know what I mean? But I've recently done like a podcast, and brother he bought in and Tuck came in, you know, and I'm hearing a lot about a new the PlayStation 5 Pro. We had our brother Mr. Kima. I think he said somebody said it was 13 something point teraflops, right? Now, the thing about that whole thing is I don't even think they're going to be able to utilize that power right now. Hebot made a specific point about that. It doesn't matter. Like Sarah Bond said, there before they even announced this PS4 Pro, which I believe Microsoft and the Xbox team already knew about. That's why she came out and said with Matt Booty and Phil Spencer on a little Xbox show that they had about people crying and whining where games were going. That they already have new hardware that's going to be coming out that's going to be 10 times more powerful, I guess, than the Series X, which means it's going to be more powerful than the PS5 Pro. You know what I mean? So, you know, Phil Spencer said that they will never, be beaten in the power narrative again. You know, and let's just think about it. The power of these systems, in ways, it does matter. But the main problem with gaming today, it's not about how strong the console is. It's really not. It's about people that support developers and games who love gaming. It's not about how powerful your console is. You guys, people might do it and make videos to make fun of trolls and stuff, but it's really not about that. It's about the games, man. It's about software, not how much power that's under the hood of a console. It's not. Every game is not going to be a triple A game. I've said this a million times in podcasts that I do on my podcast, my brother Unlimited's podcast. You know, chopping up game with Hebot and the crew with other Zinc and Day on him, and my brother Erock, the Donkey of Xbox, brother Sega Forever. It's that's just it's not about that, man. It's about the software and the games. Because to be honest with you, with my old Xbox One, I wasn't worried about power. I had fun with it being what it was. What you guys calling it, the 720p box, the Frankenstein box. Oh, Xbox needs to have more power under the hood. Xbox needs to have better games. Like stupid stuff that you guys said. See, you guys created all this mediocrity that's going on here out here in the gaming community. You are responsible for the toxicity out here in these gaming streets. Some people that I used to chill with fell victim to it. Oh well, you know what I mean? That's fine, and good luck in their endeavors. But it's true. I even found that out, just being around people or hanging out with people that I hung out with in the past. They don't really play games like that. They just play a certain type of a game. And that's fine. If they want to play a certain type of game, that's fine. If they just play shooters and they want to, run through games, that's fine. It's their money, they can do whatever they want. Okay, but a true gamer and a connoisseur that loves gaming plays all type of games. Plays on all kind of systems, and you can't say that I don't, because I do. You guys who see my collection of game systems I have, you have seen all the software that I have from each system. And I play PlayStation. So you can't tell me I hate PlayStation. I have, like I told you guys before, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, a PlayStation 3 that I don't use at all, and I have a Vita and I have a PSP. So you can't tell me that I don't like PlayStation. You can't. My proof is out in my gaming room that I have those consoles. Okay, so you can't say that I hate PlayStation and I'm biased against PlayStation. No, I'm not. I don't like their games. You know, I don't. That's just me. And there's a lot of people out there that don't like Xbox games. They don't like Gears of War. They might not like Gears of War. They might not like Halo. And that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Okay, but what these trolls have to understand, okay, because there's at the end of the day, they're still people. They are, regardless. If you don't like them, that's fine. We have a lot of trolls out there that bother us, but we don't care because we know right from wrong when it comes to gaming. We have knowledge about gaming. We know what's going on here in the gaming community. If I miss something, my brother Unlimited will let me in on it, or he bought, or Sega Forever, or any one of my brothers out here in the game in our Xbox family. You know what I mean? In day of 4, 5, 6, 8, all of them. The first lady of Xbox. It's not about the power. It really isn't. It's not about the power at all. It's about supporting these games, buying the games. And Hebot has stressed this a lot. Sega Forever has stressed this a lot. Unlimited has stressed this a lot. It's about supporting the developer of these games. It's not about the power that's under the hood of the console. It's really not. Yes, everybody likes fantastic graphical power of each console that comes out, whatever comes out for that system. Like we're waiting for Hellblade: Senua's Saga. That's going to be a powerhouse flagship game for the Xbox Series X. You're going to see what the Xbox Series X can do. Okay, you're going to see that this year. Okay, with the Xbox Series X. All right, I don't need anything to be better. I'm a gamer. Okay, in my opinion, I played. Um, I've tried God of War. I've tried Last of Us. I played Resistance. Um, I played Uncharted on those systems, and they're just games that I don't like. I don't like those games. I hate. I didn't. I don't hate them. I just don't. I tried Heavy Rain. Terrible game, in my opinion. Okay, a game system is not just about graphics, and people and trolls that troll us, they're all about graphics and saying how better it looks on the PlayStation 5 and this and that and all this. Some stuff might look a little clearer on some games, maybe a little bit more crisp in color or whatever, but there's actually not no big, huge, gigantic, enormous difference. Okay, there isn't. It doesn't matter. If you can play the game and enjoy the game, all right, that's all that matters. Graphics are not all a game is built on. I can play an 8-bit game right now and think it's a really good, awesome game. Not because of the graphics, because of the gameplay, the mechanics of the game, the art style of the game. Okay. Not having like not having like flagship triple A triple A games all the time. Okay. Not worried about that at all. Okay, like if you go on to you even it's funny because you even have these Xbox podcasts, right? You even have these Xbox podcasts, saying PS5 Pro specs leaked. If you're an Xbox podcast, right, why are you worried about the PS5 Pro? This is what I mean. These podcasts on here are supposed to be about Xbox, right? But then you have shit like this that come out. What's the Xbox era? PS5. I have it up here. PS5 Pro specs leaked March 14th, 2024. Headlines. If you're an Xbox eccentric or supposed to be an Xbox eccentric podcast, why are you worried about the PS5 Pro? Why are you so worried about it and talking about their specs? What are you trying to do? See, this is what I mean. These kind of rhetoric podcasts or videos that they do is they try to get to the Xbox community that is weak. The Xbox community that's weak weakens and tries to make Xbox as a company and Microsoft look bad because they start to worry. They start to wary about that. Oh man, oh I might as well trade in my Series X and get me a PS5 Pro, because I can see that already coming. A lot of us can. They get wary. This is the problem. They listen to all this rhetoric. If I was to watch that podcast or video right now, it's not going to make me cry and whine and run to trade in my Series X to get a PlayStation. It's funny and comical how these so-called Xbox fans cry about everything, because it's coming. That's coming. You're going to hear that. You're going to hear them say and cry and whine about that and say, I might as well get money, trade in my Xbox Series X and S, and wait for a PS5 Pro. Right now, the PS5, honestly, and this is not throwing no shade, they don't really have nothing to play right now on there until 2025. This is what they said out here, not me. They don't really have nothing new to play right now until 2025. Honestly, I mean, you can still play the games that were on the PS5. I mean, you might see a little difference in some stuff in the games that are already out. But what I don't understand is, you know, I think they're so tired of hearing behind the scenes about the power thing. And that's why they're coming out with this PS5 Pro. And to be honest with you, if I was a PS5 owner, I'm not going out and buying a Pro. I'm not. I don't need it. I don't need it. You should have made it that powerful when the first lineup of PlayStations came out. You should have made it that powerful where you didn't have to bring out a Pro. That's just to get you to spend more money right now. That's all that is. To spend more money right now on a company that can't even bring you any games in 2024. That's what that's all about. You know what I mean? PlayStation has a long way to play catch up. You're in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion, they're not going to be able to honestly catch up with Xbox. They're not. It doesn't matter if you bring out a more powerful PlayStation. It doesn't matter. You're still not going to be able to catch up in the software sector. You're not. You're not. You can't. You can't catch up. That's why your games are going to go on PC, because you can't catch up to Xbox. Xbox is number one right now. It just is. It's number one. I don't care if you say, oh, it's number three in console sales and this and that and blah blah blah. When it comes to software, you have to admit it and take this L that Xbox is number one. It's not PlayStation. It's not. I'm sorry, it's not. Okay, it just isn't. I'm not saying that they don't have games that people enjoy and like. Okay, because there's a lot of people that have both consoles and they enjoy the games that are on PlayStation, and they really enjoy games on the Xbox Series X, and that's fine. I'm not calling them out. I'm calling the trolls out. Okay, I'm calling the trolls out, man. Right now, and it is true, you cannot catch up the Xbox when it comes to gaming and software. You can't. Ultimate Game Pass is destroying everything you got. Now that we have Activision Blizzard, it's a wrap. It really is. It doesn't matter if you bring a more powerful console. It doesn't matter. And what Sony fails to realize right now, doing this right now, you bringing out a PlayStation 5 Pro when people are really honestly hurting for money right now, and you're bringing that out, you're going to be bringing that out soon. There's nobody going to buy that. There's still people trying to get their kids a PS5 that don't even have a PS5 yet. So why are you bringing out a Pro right now? The Xbox Series S, you can't find them anywhere. They're flying off the shelves. You can't find them anywhere. That's the entry form right now for next gen gaming is the Series S. The black one, flying off the shelf. The white one is really, you can't, it's flying off the shelf. You can't find them some places, okay? Because it's a number one console, right? I called my exchange the other day. They said they don't have any Series S's. None. They have a regular Xbox One X, Xbox One S, and I think maybe one Series X. But as far as the S's, they're gone. None. Brand new and used, gone. because the Series S is killing it right now. And that does not mean that the Xbox Series X is not good. You guys try to switch that narrative too. You know what I mean? Xbox Series X is still the shit. Whether you like it or not, it is. And like I said right now, I mean, there's no reason to go out and buy a PlayStation 5 Pro. There just isn't. A lot of people do not have the money today to get a PS5 Pro. They're trying to get a PS5. There's still people that like PlayStation that are playing on a PS4 Pro right now as I speak. They don't even have a PlayStation 5. Even though it's been out, there's a lot of people that don't have a PlayStation 5. There is. I know there is. Okay? They're still playing on a PS4 because it's not in their budget right now to buy one. What are they? Still $499? You can get a Series S for $239 or 240 bucks. So if I had a choice between a PlayStation 5 and an Xbox Series S, I'm buying the Series S. I'm not going to buy a PlayStation 5 because I know I'm saving way more money with that S. Even though it doesn't have a drawer and it's a digital system, it doesn't matter. It's a great system and it looks beautiful on 4K TVs. Don't matter if it's 1080p. It looks very, very good. It's a good entry form into next gen gaming. That's why they're flying off the shelves and you can't find them right now because of the price value of the system, you know? So like I said, in my opinion, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it right now. It just is. It doesn't matter about the specs. That doesn't matter. The headlines of that is to scare and deter Xbox fans. That's all that's, well, supposedly Xbox fans. Because you're not going to deter me by that. That don't mean nothing to me. I still know that I have the best console on the planet right now and has the most games and library to choose from when it comes to gaming. It's not PlayStation. It doesn't matter if they come out with a PS5 Pro, 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 Pro. It doesn't matter. Do you get what I'm saying? It can be 35, 20 terabytes. It doesn't matter. It's the games and the software that matters. You guys need to get that through your thick skull. It's not about power, it's about software. It's not about hardware, it's about software. That's what it's about. They're saying the PS5 Pro, I guess the new VR2 got to take a back seat now. I mean, it's all this stuff. They're digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of. And I believe that, and I think some people in the gaming community, Xbox gaming community, feels that Microsoft is helping them. Microsoft might be helping PlayStation behind the scenes, okay, because they have the money and the power to do it. In my opinion, they don't deserve the help because of the way they've acted through the years and the stuff that Sony has done to the Xbox and to the gaming community by you letting a lot of stuff go on. You know, there's a lot of crooked things that Sony has done in gaming, and to me, they do not deserve to be helped. They deserve to sink like they were sinking. Okay, they deserve this to go down with the ship. Okay, because there's a lot of things that they done that was really terrible. You don't address the PlayStation community when it comes to the Xbox community about a lot of stuff that's went on out here because of people liking Xbox. You don't address that. You don't do nothing about that whatsoever. You don't come out and say, "Hey, can people that like PlayStation are supposedly like PlayStation, could you please stop stalking and always bothering Xbox fans? If they like Xbox, that's fine. Leave them alone. We're not out here. We're a gaming company. We just want people to like and play our games. We're not asking you to leave Xbox or anything like that. But if you would like to come over and try some of our games that we have over here on PlayStation, there might be some games you might enjoy over here. Something like that. I'm not trying to be an expert at it, but they never came out and addressed that community. Never. Never. Ever. They don't really bother Nintendo too much. A little bit. They bother Xbox and the Xbox gaming community, and they have said nothing. They stayed quiet and just let it go on and on and on and on and on. You suck as a company, in my opinion. Phil Spencer comes out and addresses the gaming community. Sarah Bond comes out and talks to the gaming community. You know, Matt Booty was on there talking to Aaron Greenberg. All these people come out on Microsoft's side and address the Xbox gaming community. Keep informed. Keep the players of Xbox informed, especially Sarah Bond. Salute to Sarah Bond. She's a fantastic spokesperson for Xbox. And there's nothing that you can do that can take that away from her. Nothing. You can call her anything you want up under the sun. She's not going to stop being who she is. She's Sarah Bond that works for Xbox, and she makes the Xbox gaming community and the Xbox consumers positive and happy about things that are coming out for Xbox. That's her job. You're not going to be able to stop that. It doesn't matter what you say or what you do. You're not going to be able to stop me and Unlimited from doing podcasts, or Hebot, or our brother Sega Forever, E-Rock, when we do the Exile. You know, uh, um, we got next when Hebot does it. New Legal and his gang and crew. Direct Gaming and all. You're not going to be able to stop none of us. This is what we do. We like Xbox. Okay? We're not going to stop liking Xbox. We're not going to drop everything and run out and buy a PS5 Pro. It's just not going to happen. It's about software again. And I'm sorry I have to keep repeating this in this video, but that's what it's about. I don't care if Xbox was to come out today with a more powerful console than the PS5 Pro, which is going to happen, whether you like it or not. I'm not going to get out here and make videos and hey, or my headline of my podcast or video. Hey, the specs of the specs of the new Xbox versus PS5 Pro. I don't need to do that. I don't need clicks and giggles to get people to watch my content. They know that Sega Man is a true gaming gaming person, gamer, and have expertise in collecting vintage video game systems and games and software. And up to date with what we got out today. That's what I do. I'm not going to go out there and make video after video speculating, first of all, because you really don't know yet about what this thing really has. I mean, yeah, it did say that, but that can all change. Things can be different. Things can change. People are always ready to run out and just make videos. And that does nothing but weaken the so-called Xbox uh, gamers that are in our community. Do you understand? There's true Xbox gamers out there that don't this coming out won't weaken them at all whatsoever. They'll laugh like I'm laughing. The true Xbox diehard players like myself, that doesn't do nothing. That doesn't deter me from anything. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Them coming out, bringing out new hardware right now, you're gonna have some diehard people that love PlayStation that they're gonna buy that PS5 Pro. I'm not saying that. They're gonna buy it. They're gonna buy it. But there's a lot of them that are not gonna buy it. They can't afford it. They can't even afford a PS5, let alone a Pro. Just letting you know. I mean, they're not gonna be able to do it, man. It doesn't matter. Software matters, man. We still got a powerful console, which is the Xbox Series X. It does great with all types of genre of games. It doesn't even have to be Gears of War. It can be Ori. Okay? It can be games like State of Decay. It doesn't matter. It does fantastic job with graphics, color, and art form in each game that comes out under our portfolio of games and studios. They make great games for Xbox. Okay? They really do. All right? Don't need AAA games all the time. You guys don't even support your AAA games. You wait until they go into bargain bins when they're $5.99. You don't get them when they first come out when they're $70, $80. Now, do you? You don't. You get it when it's $5.99, okay? Or $9.99 if you have $10. That's what you do. You wait. And you go to the bargain bin, then you buy the game. But yet you come out and you make videos saying, we support the developers. We don't need Game Pass. We pay our $70, $80 and buy the game. That'll help support them. You don't even do that. You wait until the game's in the bargain bin for $5.99, then you buy it. I know you like the back of my hand. That's what you do. Okay? I'm not saying everybody. There is people that do buy games day one when they come out for PlayStation, but the majority of the PlayStation community does not buy those games day one. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. You wait until there's a bundle with the system, or you wait until it goes into the bargain bin. That's what I believe. So basically, this video, because I'm going to get going, this video is about all the stuff that's going on right now out here about this PS5 Pro. And the specs, and you even have other podcasts that are doing stuff on it. Listen to me, Xbox gaming community. If you pay attention to this stuff, you're a fool, okay? Because they done it. Oh, I'm trading my Xbox, man. It's all over, man. I'm trading it in. Game over. Game over. I'm trading it in, man, because Starfield and all these games are going to be going to PlayStation, blah, 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 this and that, blah, blah, blah. Then Phil Spencer had to come out and explain that those games weren't going anywhere because you guys want to cry and whine and your insecurity got the best of you and you go out and sell your Xboxes, and that's fine. It's your money. You do whatever you want. But you made a big mistake, in my opinion, by doing that. That's how weak these gamers are out here. They're not true Xbox gamers. I'm sorry, you're not. If you believe all that hype, believe all that stuff, you're not a true. You don't bleed green like me. You don't bleed green. You're not a true Xbox player. You're not. You're just gonna run and go sell your Xbox. You're very weak. You're very, very weak out here in the Xbox gaming community. That's just ridiculous to do something like that. You know. But I want to give a shout out to my crew before I go. I want to give a shout out to my brother, the most powerful gamer, Hebot. I want to give a shout out to him. I want to give a shout out to my Hawaiian brother, Aloha, to my brother, Sega Forever, with the Wrecking Crew podcast. I want to give a shout out to my brother, Unlimited Productions, with the Unlimited Truth. I love doing the podcast with him. He's on fire all the time. I love Unlimited's podcast, man, and what he brings to the table when it comes to Xbox gaming. Big shouts out to my brother, Unlimited Production. Big shouts out to my brother, the Donkey of Xbox, E-Rock X. I'm going to try to do, I'm not going to be able to do the graphic thing, I don't think, right now, but I want to do another Exile podcast with him. We're going to get that together maybe this upcoming weekend. You know what I mean? We're going to do that with brother E-Rock. So big shouts out to him. Big shouts out to Others Inc. Man, Others Inc. I'm so glad he's on point with everything. When it comes to the numbers game, it's Others Inc. So big shouts out to Others Inc. Man, salute to him. Salute to Dea, the queen of Xbox, the first lady of Xbox, Dea 4568. She is the queen of Xbox. She definitely bleeds green. So big shouts out to her. Big shouts out to Legal and his podcast and his crew and what Legal got going on. Big shouts out to that brother. Uh, shouts out to Brother 100 with the Xbox World Order. You got a new podcast, man. The name's pretty cool. I like it. I'm liking the Xbox World. It reminds me of the NWO from wrestling, which was my favorite back in the day. But hey, good luck with that, man. It looks like you're doing pretty good. You and Flip and Livewire and all you guys, man. I love rocking out with you guys. You know that. That Intramedia Gaming, down with Intramedia Gaming. Big shouts out to you guys. Big shouts out to the Xbox gaming community. The true ones. 108 Dragon, all these guys that love gaming. Period. I mean, 108 Dragon he is Xbox, I believe. Okay, 108 is Xbox, but he plays everything. He got a PlayStation. He has the VR. That's 108's, and I don't condemn 108 Dragons at all. That's what he likes, man. I'm not gonna stop talking to him or not liking his video or whatever. I don't want him to just like Xbox. If he wants to like everything else, that's fine. It's his money, it's his channel. He can do whatever he wants. He's a gamer. At the end of the day, 108's Dragon is a gamer. He's a gamer. He plays everything. He has mostly everything. So I give a big salute to him. He bought his family. They have everything. They have a PS5. They have all that stuff. His sons and him. They have all that stuff. He plays on all that stuff. He knows, but he's an Xbox dude. And so is 108. So I like 108's Dragon, and shouts out to him and his crew and his podcast, the Dragon's Den. So big shouts out to them, Tuckmaster, Smitty Smith. A big shout out to Smitty Smith. He did a fantastic thing, an awesome thing by gifting. He bought the new Contra game. Man, shouts out to you, Smitty Smith. Salute, man, for you always hooking us up, man. We really appreciate it because he doesn't have to do it. Smitty Smith doesn't come out and have to do this stuff. A big shout out to my brother, dear to my heart, Poseidon. I hope you're doing good, Poseidon, man. I hope to hear from you soon, Poseidon, brother. I miss you out here in these Xbox gaming streets, man, from your brother Sega, man. It would really be good to talk to you and see you come back out. So if you see this video, Poseidon, let me know. Your brother Sega, man, just thinking of you, man. Hope you and your family are doing well. A big shout out to Poseidon. He has a good heart. He's a good gamer. He has a good heart because he doesn't have to do anything for anybody, but he does it out of the kindness of his heart, where he gifted me and brother he bought stuff for in gaming. We're very humble and very thankful for what Poseidon does for us out here in the gaming community. All right, so guys, take care, but just remember, with this PS5 Pro coming out, yes, you're going to see a lot more stuff. You're going to see a lot of trolling, I think, when it's really announced and it's official. But at the end of the day, guys, you can bring out all the hardware you want with all the power you want. But without the software, it's nothing. The software gives the console its identity. The software gives the console the games to play to keep the console making money. It's not how powerful the console is. It's the software that comes with it. It's the software that comes out for it. And right now, it's not looking so good over there in that camp. All right? Peace and love. Xbox for life. We don't die. We multiply. Remember, guys, that we are always, always eating good over here on the Xbox side. And in my opinion, still, to this day, there is no power greater than X. Peace, guys. You guys have a great week, and I will see you guys soon. I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.